Okay, so today I decided to do something a little bit different. This is a diorama, but I am going to be giving facts about the animal in which I am making the diorama about. So today we are focusing on Arctic wolves. I decided that I was going to start a series where I make one about all of the different animals if I can. I will not be doing exhibit animals as they are a little bit harder to do this for, mostly because it is an exhibit, so like it's pre-built. There's not much I can do there. So the video content I would have would be almost none. But I figured that I would go ahead and add information in here. So we're going to start with what Planet Zoo offers, and then I will be going and adding more that I found through documentaries. So Arctic wolves. I'm not going to try to say their scientific name because I am not good at that. But they are a large canid species that live in northern Canada and Greenland, also known as white wolves. They are a large pack predator that feed primarily on musk oxen and Arctic hares, although they may also eat foxes, birds, and bear cubs, as well as occasionally scavenging carrion. I'm not gonna say that I said that right, but yeah. The wolves are mainly white, although some individuals may be pale, gray, or blonde, and are larger and have a stockier build than other subspecies of wolf, weighing between 70 and 176 pounds and measuring between 3.3 and 5.9 feet long. These species are not endangered. Their natural environment is so harsh that they do not have to deal with the impact of human development, such as land use change by urbanization or agriculture, but they are negatively affected by climate change. Unseasonal summers and winters have affected the breeding success of the hares and the muskox that they eat, which can cause a decrease in the wolf population. Social needs. Wolves are very social animals that live in family packs, the average consisting of an alpha male and female, their juvenile offspring, and a litter of pups that are less than a year old. These are closely bonded, and wolves get distressed if their pack is separated or if a pack member dies. Reproduction. Only the alpha male and female in a pack have pups. The adults are monogamously bonded and mate for life, while their pups stay with their parents until they reach sexual maturity or until food competition becomes too high, at which point they will leave to become a lone wolf. Lone wolves search for another lone wolf of the opposite sex and establish a territory. If successful in finding a partner, they mate during the breeding season and produce a litter of pups once a year, remaining together for life, which is nice. Because I think their age of sexual maturity is like 4 years. Group size is 2 to 8. Male and female bachelor group sizes 2 to 8. So like they don't really care like how many males and females there are in a group. The dominance is alpha male, alpha female, like we read. Mating system, monogamous. Maturation rules, gregarious. All mature offspring are tolerated. Relation with humans, confident, because they don't really have any negative like impact with humans. Obviously people cannot go into their habitats. I'm just gonna put the images up, but yeah, this is the average sizes, and like I said, life expectancy. They said 12 to 13, which I guess like in a zoo, they with like healthcare and things like that, they can live up to 15 years. And then that's the weight for them in the game. Age of sexual maturity, 4 years. As I said, wild ones will only be able to live like 5 years. There is some that live in the wild that are able to like go longer than that, but that doesn't tend to happen often. And then they're able to have kids like literally until they die. Number of offspring that they usually have is 1 to 3. I'm sure there's cases where there's like one more. Gestation incubation period for 2 months, so they're pregnant for 2 months, and then the interbirth period is 12 months. So like that's like how often they get pregnant. So they only get pregnant once a year, or like only have a litter once a year. Okay, I'm gonna read the fun facts. So these are the facts that Planet Zoo give you. Arctic wolves are larger and stockier than other species of wolves to enable them to withstand the harsh conditions in which they live, which, if you look at fun fact number 4, can withstand temperatures as low as negative 63 degrees. That's cold. Number 2, all Arctic wolf pups are born with blue eyes, which turn orange or yellow between 4 to 8 weeks old, although very occasionally they may retain the blue eyes to adulthood. Number 3, Arctic wolves have had little exposure to humans and thus are not scared of people. They're likely to approach people with curiosity. And then we already did number 4, so I'm going to go to number 5. The population of Arctic wolves fluctuates depending on the success of the breeding season of their prey. So if their prey is having like a bad season, they're not gonna have a good breeding season. Some other facts about like how they interact with each other, like 2 different packs. So they're not big on lone wolves trying to join into their packs, their already made packs, although it does occasionally happen, but it's rarely documented that a lone wolf is allowed to join. And I mean, lone wolves have like little chance of survival because of them being so fiercely like territorial. They do not always allow for lone wolves to be in their territories, so they will kill them off or run them off, whichever comes first. They do raid each other's dens, so you will see one wolf pack go and raid another wolf pack's den and try to kill the pups. The wolves that are being raided, some of them will literally put their bodies like in the den, so that like at the entrance, so there's no way they can get in there, so that the other wolves can try to get them to go away. Something I thought was super cute is that they get excited for new pups. I will show a little clip. But less than half of all pups that are born survive their first year, because it's just super harsh environment. So it's just how it is, which is why, I mean, that's why there's like 1 to 3 pups born. Territories will also shift without any warning whatsoever. So they like other wolves will just roll up and be like, nah, this is mine now, go away, I own this. And they don't tend to hunt the musk oxen if there's a ton of hair, because of how dangerous it is to fight the muskoxen because they have those horns, so it becomes a very dangerous situation. So they tend to not do that if they're not hungry. Like if they're not starving or hungry and there's tons of hair, they won't even bother going after muskoxen because it's just too much. And they're like, nah, I'm good. You good. You just walk on. Please walk that way. And it's funny, but also like I can't even imagine because those things are huge. But yeah, that is all of the facts that I have. I hope that this has been entertaining, and I will end it with some clips of the wolves in the diorama just like hanging out and walking around.